Breaking news coming from Nigeria's federal capital city, Abuja, saying that suspected Boko Haram members have detonated improvised explosive devices at the Kuje market and the police station there in Abuja. We do not have information on how extensive this explosion is, but we will continue to furnish you as soon as we have them. And going straight to sports news now, Charles Aruka joins us.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
Welcome to Sports News. Nigeria's dream of a place in women's basketball at next year's Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, have been dashed. The country's representatives, the Tigress, blew away a 5-point lead to crash out of the 2015 AfroBasket by 71 to 70 points at the hands of hosts Cameroon. Nigeria started the semi-final clash on a good note, winning the first quarter 23-15, but the Cameroonians fought back in the second quarter to win 21 to 13 points. Ndidi Madu rallied Nigeria to take the third quarter by a narrow 15 to 13 points, but the Cameroonians, cheered by passionate fans, clinched the fourth quarter 22 to 19 points. This defeat means Nigeria will not feature at the Olympics, as only the winner of the African Championship qualifies for the Games. In football, reigning world champions Nigeria are in the final preparations for the defense of their FIFA Under-17 World Cup title in Chile. The team, led by coach Emmanuel Amuneke, including 25 players, are in Argentina for their pre-World Cup training camp in Buenos Aires. They will be trained for 2 weeks before the final 23-man list will be released. During that period, they are expected to play Argentina's Under-17 team and also Under-20 club sides in the country. The tournament will hold between October the 17th and November the 8th. Tennis now, Novak Djokovic's impressive displays in 2015 continue as the Serbian beat Spanish rival Rafael Nadal 6-4, 6-2 in an exhibition match in Bangkok. As Thailand seeks to boost confidence in tourism through their visit, Djokovic, who last visited Thailand in 2008 when he lost the final of the Thailand Open to Jo-Wilfried Tsonga, showed why he is the best player on the men's circuit. Both players are in Thailand for the sold-out exhibition match aimed at boosting confidence in safety following the attack which killed 20 people, including 14 foreigners, on August the 17th. The Southeast Asian country hopes that bringing some of the world's top tennis players could help with their cause. Cricket Australia Chief Executive Officer James Sutherland has confirmed that the team's tour to Bangladesh was postponed owing to security concerns. The squad was originally due to leave on September the 28th, but was told to stay back after their government warned of potential security risks. A delegation sent to Bangladesh over the weekend to assess the situation reported that an Italian aid worker in Dhaka was shot dead in an attack that Islamic State said it had carried out. Australia have not played a test in Bangladesh for a decade. And that's our last wicket on Sports News. Is back to Gimba with the rest of the news at 10.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
The European Union has imposed travel ban on an asset freeze on 3 Burundi government officials who worked closely with President Pierre Nkurunziza. The officials are in charge of overseeing intelligence and security bodies, have been accused of ordering excessive force against peaceful protesters.
We begin in Africa, where the long arm of the law is caught up with the South African Thembu king, who rapes, kidnaps and oppresses his subjects. Buyelekaya Dalindyebo, a relative of late Nelson Mandela, has been sentenced to 12 years in jail by the Supreme Court. The king has never denied the charges, but believes his actions were in line with disciplining his subjects. Russia and the United States are still at loggerheads over where and how the ongoing airstrikes in Syria should be conducted. Members of the US-led coalition against Islamic State have called on Russia to cease airstrikes they say are hitting the Syrian opposition and civilians. And on Friday, the US, UK, Turkey, and other coalition members said Russian strikes would only fuel more extremism. It's good news for advocates of climate change as India, the world's third largest carbon emitter, has pledged to the UN to reduce the rate of its greenhouse emission by 35% on or before the year 2030. Delhi submitted the plan ahead of the Paris Climate Conference in November. That's the foreign news wrap-up. It's back to you now.
Many thanks indeed, Adeshawa Josh. On entertainment news tonight, stakeholders in the fashion industry stressed the need for Nigeria to revive its textile industry. Here is Mayowa Ogundele with the details on other entertainment stories, of course.
Well, thank you very much. On entertainment news tonight, the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria, FADAN, today paid a courtesy call to Channels Television, where they were hosted by the chairman of the organization, Mr. John Momo, and some other management staff. The designers' body, led by the president, Mrs. Funmi Ajila-Ladipo, appreciated Mr. Momo and the station for the quantum support given to the association and the industry at large. Afterwards, Mrs. Ajila, in an interview with Entertainment News, canvassed for the revival of the textile industry to help catalyze the growth of the fashion industry.
Most of the textile industries are practically closed down. So most of the fabrics that you see around are imported. Even the fabrics that you have to dye are imported.
Wow.
So that's why you don't have too many people saying we wear Nigeria. And that's why you see a lot of people wearing a lot of clothes that are made, you know, abroad, quick to pick up clothes.
The House on the Rock Church, in conjunction with the U.S. Consulate, has screened yet another movie starring British actor of Nigerian descent, David Oyelowo. The crime drama titled Captive chronicles the true life story of Brian Nichols, who broke out of prison in 2005 and developed a peculiar relationship with one of his kidnapped victims, which ultimately led to his redemption.
Hollywood is an important messaging platform. Why the church wants to get in to that messaging platform in Nigeria is because I believe the church, as the Bible says, is the pillar and ground of all truth.
On the music front, pop singer from the 90s, Olu Maintain, has released a music video for his collaboration with Two-Face titled Cinderella. The video, which was shot in different locations, features cameo appearance from fashion designer Maya Atafo. And that's it on SCMA News. Thank you so much for watching. Let's head back to the main news.
A breaking story coming in from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital territory, indicating that Boko Haram suspects have indeed launched an attack at the Kuje market with explosive devices there. We do not have information, though, of how many people were affected or if any were affected in the attack by Boko Haram suspected militants, but we will try to establish as much information as we can until we do. And the main news again, the heat turns on former Petroleum Minister Desiani Alison Madueke as London Metropolitan Police arrest her in the United Kingdom. And a bomb just exploded in the capital city of Abuja, killing scores of people. The presidency has declined comments on the arrests, also refuses to confirm if the arrests of Desiani Alison Madueke, Nigeria's former Petroleum Minister, was government-induced. And that's how it's been on the news tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for being a part of it. I'm Gimba Umar. Good night.